Thank you for watching BlaXit. Please subscribe to our channel BlaXit, smash that like button and share everywhere.
Yeah, good afternoon everyone. And thanks for coming out today. It's great to see so many people turn out today. So my name is Hatip Kojabi. Yes, and I live here in the Gambia. I was adopted into the Kojabi family in Busara. So here we reside here.
Bangladesh? Kasumai? Abinadi? Jarama? Okay, so I'm there. Okay, Baraka. Sorry, I'm Juliet. And but my Gambian identity, which is what I prefer to be known as, I no longer want to be known as my slave name. I want to be known as my African identity, as I identify as African and I identify as a Gambian. I'm a Gambian resident. So please call me Nyancho Kujabi. And like my husband, we are integrated citizens of Busura. And I am also the secretary on the VDC of Busura. And I'm also the co-founder with my husband of BlaXit, which is a YouTube channel dedicated to promoting inward investment, repatriation, relocation for all African descendants back to the motherland, back to their rightful home. And that includes the beautiful smiling coast of West Africa, the Gambia, which is where we have chosen for our homecoming, for our home to be among our family and our people. And this is where we are focusing our help. This is where we're focusing our energies for us to come together, and especially when there is a crisis, especially when there is tragedy, we must pull together as one. And that means that we must put together and pull whatever resources we can to help each other, whether it be economically, intellectual capacity, or physical, getting our hands dirty and mixing the cement and helping, or bringing that zinc. We must help. Bringing the corrugate, we must help. And so today we've called everybody together for two reasons. One is to make a presentation, and the presentation that we are making is through the Council of African Descendants. My husband right now is the acting chair in the absence of the chair, and I am acting vice chair of CODE. CODE is the Council of African Descendants, which is a not-for-profit organization, and BlaXit do as much as we can to help raise money for the Council of African Descendants in order to support projects here. One of the projects that we have here is the local Gambian Development Projects Fund, and that is to help funds such as Nimakunku when there was a disaster last year. And Nimakunku is a beautiful place, a beautiful community, and we love it very much. And so we went to their aid to help as much as we could. And also we've helped in other communities, many more since the disastrous hit with the windstorm. So today we want to make a presentation, and Mr. Job will be making a presentation with Mr. Buba Kamara, and on behalf of Nimakunku. That donation has been given to CODE via two very special individuals. The pastor of the Westbury Church, which is in Long Island, New York, and that is the United Methodist Church, and that is the pastor Elon Sylvester, and his first lady, and her name is Tani Sylvester, because humanitarian needs bypasses all faiths. It's just about humanity. It's about love, and in all faiths and in all religion there is one tenet which stands universal, and that is that we must all care for each other and we must all help each other, and that is very important. So I give thanks to the Westbury Church, United Methodist Church in New York, who came to Nimakunku, and they saw the challenges there, And the first donation they made was for 122,000 dalasi, which was to help to build the road. They have now sent an additional 73,210,000 dalasi to help with the completion of the road. And this is to stop the flooding, to stop any more fatalities, as is what happened in last year's flooding. So I just want to say thank you and express my gratitude to them for firstly coming to the Gambia and now coming to the aid to help with the development, the needed development. And I can only applaud Mr. Job and Mr. Buba Kamara for being so professional and ardent in their call for help, but not only that, in organising the works. The works that have gone on in Nemakunku, I can only say, has been totally outstanding. They will talk to that. But even we supplied 50 rakes and 50 gloves, and they went immediately to work to help move the debris out of the waterways. And so I can say that being proactive, you know, is totally applaudable, and we are grateful to see that we're able to work together. So that's Nemakunku. Now I want to go on to talk about the recent windstorm. This is the second reason for our gathering. We have been able to donate, I think it's nearly 800 sheets now of corrugate to those people that are in need up and down the country. And so we have Honourable Sakuma Rong, who is one of the first promulgators actually of this, because there was a call out by the president and he asked for all philanthropists to come forward, and Honourable Sakuma Rong came to our office with a personal message to tell us that the president had actually made this call out, and so we jumped to action, and so we've been able to help. And so we want to make an international appeal today. We've seen Q Corp go out there and give millions of dollars to support a family, but as we know, there are thousands and thousands of families affected up and down the country. So it's got to be a joint effort for all of us internationally, not just for us here in the Gambia. So we're making an international appeal today for people all over the world to try and come and help those that are less fortunate than themselves, that cannot afford to put a roof on, to rebuild their house, to even replace the food that was destroyed in their homes. So this is the second purpose and aim behind why we're here today. So I want to thank you, all of the press and all of the families, and for everybody for coming today, because today is very important. We must help each other regardless. It's our duty, we have an obligation to help each other. So I just want to thank you for, you know, hearing the call for support, hearing our call for assistance, and for coming here today in order to support what we're saying. So I'm going to hand the mic over to Honourable Sakuma Rong, who is to my right. Thank you for coming today.
As I said, I am Honorable Sekumaro. I'm a member of Parliament representing Latifunda Sabiji. Let me just first and foremost thank BlaXit and Co for their support. I remember when this, well, let me start with the Nemakunku project. It's not that I'm aware of the Nemakunku project. I'm not just only aware, but I know about it. Since the first day to where we are today, all the money that have been raised to support the people of Nemakunku, and before that, because I am part and parcel of Nemakunku, I know during the rainy seasons, whenever it rains, if you live at Nemakunku, then you will understand. Then you will get to love what Juliet and agents are doing, and that's BlaXit and Co. Maybe if you're not from Nemakunku and you will not really know what happens at Nemakunku when it rains. But if you live within Nemakunku, you definitely understand what they are doing. So Juliet, Adrian, thank you so much. And also let me use this opportunity to thank all the groups that are coming on board to support. This is a good cause. This is what we need from the people. And then thank God that they are responding through Juliet and then Adrian. as I always say, you look at these two, what they are able to do for people of this country. Even just Nemakungu project alone is something else. You know, when we talked about Nemakungu, definitely, if you're not from Nemakungu, you will not understand what we're talking about. But if you are from Nemakungu or you live around, if you live around the surrounding, you will definitely know what it means. Not only that, they are also, you know, investing into schools. They are helping schools, students, Gambians, sponsoring them to the university level, master's degree level. So that's a big achievement from them. That's why I always say people, I am part and parcel of BlaXit and Co. Because there is one thing that people need to understand. If you see something that you cannot definitely change, and you see someone who is trying to change that, all what you can do is to join hands and support that person, push them to achieve that dream. If you come to these troops, I remember when it happened on Wednesday night, early in the morning when the president make a press release, I contacted them that very early morning, told them that this is exactly what is happening. And then Juliet, what he told me is that, Honorable Mama, we cannot wait. We need to go to action right now. And this is exactly what we did that very day. That is on Thursday. So, what I know in this country here, Juliet and Adrian, that is BlaXit and Co, were the first people to come out and support that I am aware of. I'm not saying things that I'm not aware of, but do things that I am aware of. Because I'm on social media, I'm on all these media platforms. But that very day when I approached them, the response that I got from them was very positive. They could have said, Honorable, we need to go out and do an assessment. We need to know the number of houses that have been damaged. How many people are without houses. But the moment that I approached them, when they told me, Honorable, we're going to do something. And that very day, they were able to spend plus $80,000 to support Gambians. They are not supporting any outsider. They support Gambians. Myself, my house was affected. That very day, I remember we bought about 24 packs of corrugated iron sticks. That very Tuesday, to go and support people. In Greater Banjul area, North Bank, West Coast, we cover all those areas. That very Tuesday. So we call it upon all, both in the Gambia and outside the Gambia, to come on board and support. This is a good cause. This is what we expect. BlaXit and Co, once again, let me use this opportunity to thank you and tell you, let's push and then push hard. This is what we expect from you. Yes, you will have a lot of people that will say that you're not doing what you're supposed to, but to me, you will definitely deliver it. And then thank you so much for this support. On that note, let me also use this opportunity to thank the media houses that are here with us today, because we are here. And if we are in the absence of these media houses, people will not know what is happening here. But because of you are here, the rest of the world will know what is happening here. So on that note, let me use this opportunity to thank you for coming. Thank you.
Okay, so this is the donation of 73,210,000 Molasses from the Westbury United Methodist Church, from Pastor Elon and Tanya Sylvester. And this is to help with the road. We said we would help, we would find people to help. And, you know, when they visited the Gambia, we took them to Nimakunku. And they have indeed helped. So if you add up their donations, it's almost 200,000 to help our community. And if you add up our donations, it's a lot more. And so, you know, I just want you to know that everybody here, everybody in the Gambia is worthy of our partnership and our help and our support. We are the same people. We were just separated because of slavery. Our ancestors were taken, were kidnapped, were hijacked, were stolen against their will, and we are now coming back home. So just open your arms to us, because our arms are already open to you. Our pockets are already open to you. And our love is already open to you, because we've been wanting to come home for a long time. So we want to make this gesture and this donation of the money. Adrian's going to make the presentation to Mr. Job and to so if you wouldn't mind both coming to make a speech on behalf of the church. So if you wouldn't mind handing it over.
I'd like to use this opportunity to express our sincere thanks and gratitude to BlaXit, to Code, and to the pastor from the United States who donated this money. I am Bakari Jame, a native of Nemakunku. Everybody in the Gambia knows Nemakunku. It's one of the one of the biggest villages in Kombo North. It actually stands out in terms of number. However, when it comes to infrastructural development, it's lagging behind. This is due to the deplorable condition of our roads, the flooding that occurs every year, year in, year out, and the underdevelopment of the people within. Quite a number of people are actually very low income earners, and most are actually not employed. So that is what actually contributed to the poverty situation in the village. We are actually very grateful to BlaXit, who actually came to our support as of last year, when quite a number of houses flooded, and we lost quite a fortune in terms of food items, in terms of other material items in our houses. It was BlaXit and Code that actually came and supported the families, especially in terms of food and provision. We can't say much as far as our gratitude to BlaXit and Code is concerned, because people would always say identity is not so much about how you see yourself, but how others perceive you. Now, the perception that we have about BlaXit and Code can't even be expressed using words. We are way beyond grateful for the support that they have rendered. And this current donation that they have given us will actually go into the road project that we have. Because of the condition of our roads, when we go midway into the rainy season, there is no exit or entry, right? Taxi drivers will bear me witness that even if you pay them a fortune, 2 times what you would have paid them if it were in the dry season, they still would not risk going to Nemakunku. So the road that is being built will definitely go a long way in helping the villagers get access to and from the village, especially when it comes to our sick and the pregnant women who would want to get access to the hospital. The road is such that it can get us easily to the nearest health facility. So it's actually a very strategic project, and it will go a long way in facilitating mobility within the community. So we can't definitely express our thanks to the donors for doing this. And I equally want to implore all citizens and citizens in this country and beyond, Gambians, non-Gambians, to actually come on board and join BlaXit and Code to support the less fortunate people in our communities. Only a helping hand can definitely lift the lives of other people who are within our communities today. And it is our belief that if such donations continue, Nemakunku would actually, flooding would definitely be a history in Nemakunku. And last but not least, I equally want to implore the youths of Nemakunku to take up the challenge, knowing very well that someone has come on board to support. It is therefore incumbent upon us to come out and contribute, especially when it comes to labor. Labor is very expensive in this country. Therefore, this money that is being donated would go into other areas, but labor, be assured that labor would definitely be carried out by the youths of Nemakunku. I thank you once again for the donation and hope to continue this partnership.
Thank you. One nation, one Africa. Thank you, BlaXit family. Please keep watching. Remember, follow your dreams.
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.
Emperor.